The Dan, Brady and Lewey Show, featuring Ryan,
not Louis.
New Orleans to New York.
I hope you didn't press play because this is really bad.
Alright, so this is the start of day 4, and I'm sure it's going to be tacked on the end of one of the other ones because some of the days have only got minutes of material, and even then
I think it'll probably just be one episode.
I think it probably will.
And we've sent our heckler back to New York.
Yeah, so we're heckler free, so we can probably get a lot more stuff done without all the nagging holding us back.
Yeah.
So we're just walking to the car hire place. We're about to get the car. So this is really the start of the road trip proper, because the other time we were not road tripping. We were just checking things out. But so Megan, Rob and Dee, they've all left this morning on the plane.
3:30 a.m.
3:30 start out of here. And I mean, they come through, did a quick goodbye. I didn't get out of bed for it, but because we were sleeping on the floor, they sort of just walked through our bed. So we, I didn't need to.
Yeah.
And young Braid's here, found the love of his life already this early in the trip. Normally we wait until at least episode 6.
10.
He was in love. And this girl, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hear any of this on the podcast. These buses and stuff. Was asking Braids to come and see her last night. And he was going to do it. For some fucking reason. I don't know why. But he would not go to bed. He was tired as buggery. But he needed a glass of water and he needed this, he needed that, and he kept fucking around non-stop. And
But I don't have to pack today because I'm done.
it's very annoying. But he could have packed today. And then he was
you just get to sit around and watch me pack.
yeah.
One of my favourite activities.
And now
Ryan packs things.
right,
New segment.
on the show. So anyway, he didn't go in the end, but the girl was asking, he was going to get an Uber to Bourbon Street and then said, I'll be back by 3 so I can say goodbye to the other guys. And I was like, oh, this is a terrible idea. But given that he was annoying me to no end, I told him that he should go. And anyway, he wussed out, didn't go. And then he asked her around to come to our place, which I thought was funny because Megan would be pretty unimpressed, I would think.
Definitely unimpressed. Definitely would have got a nagging lecture.
And anyway, so anyway, he didn't go, but the girl did message him and said, I will just always remember you as the love of my life. Which is actually pretty nice thing for someone to say to you.
Smitten.
I would have been real impressed if he had brought her back and then just put her on the air mattress with Dan and just seen how that went.
The rapidly deflating air mattress.
And then got into the room and just told her to yell at, no, hey Megan.
All right, I think we're going to call this one here. All right, so we're in the Walmart car park, about to hoe into a cold chicken that we just bought.
On a nice patch of grass with a moderately shady tree.
You can taste the lemon.
You can definitely taste the lemon. In
Not
the
so much
chicken.
the pepper.
I gotta get a photo of this too because this is ludicrous.
We just went and bought all our camping stuff. We're going to do some camping in the mountains, which will be a couple of nights. $180 got us 3 sleeping bags, a tent, a lot of food, some beers,
Propane burner.
We bought a gallon of sangria for $14.
We needed, that was the essential items. A gallon of sangria for
30 tinnies.
yep, 30
Cooking
tinnies.
equipment, a wok burner thing.
Some stylish plasticware, which Brady has already called dibs on the orange colour.
He needs the orange.
Shit, yeah. I almost bought a double hammock, but
yeah,
probably thought it wasn't
another
required.
essential.
Brady could easily have spent another $180 on things that he liked the idea of but wouldn't use again.
Brady could have spent another 5 hours in that shop. I'm glad we got him out when we did. They've got big bags of everything's big. Whatever you want's pretty big.
We've got a lot
He
of
was super excited for the $50 meat platter, which was actually a $15 meat and cheese platter.
I don't know why we didn't get it.
We got swayed by the $3 roast chicken there.
We did.
Roast chicken was good.
And they store them like it's a cooked one, and then they put it in the fridge part so you can get it cold straight from the shop.
That's right. So we're about to hoe into that. Walmart. A little disappointed I didn't get to see any freaks in there. If anyone's ever seen the People of Walmart Facebook pages, pretty av.
But it's like Coles, Kmart,
Bunnings,
bit of Bunnings,
bit of
mixed
super
into
cheap
one.
auto. That's all.
Spotlight.
There's pharmacy sections we didn't get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just giant.
There's a lot of stuff going on in there. But no, yeah, good hustle. And now we're going to get on
A
the
lot
road.
of products you don't need, to be honest.
He says that now. We're going to get on the road to Baton Rouge, and then we're going to make it to Kosciuszko. We're going to go to Natch. I don't know how you pronounce it. Natchez, I think. Natchez, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we'll be on a trail with the old mail run that they used to do in the earlier times.
Back on the horse and wagon.
Well, I don't know, but it would have been a long trip because it goes all the way to Nashville, which is where we're going. All right, beautiful. So, on the road.
You can go.
Staircase up the rooftop door.
All right, so we've just pulled into Baton Rouge. Had a little bit of hairiness, I'm going to say, getting through, just because a lot of things are one way and then there's right turn onlys. We rounded a corner. Ryan's directions said go straight until we hit the water, but don't go into the water. Odd that you'd need to be so specific, you would think, but with Braden...
I didn't think I could be I didn't want to just assume things, not with Braden driving.
No, but he's doing a good job. And then, rounded the corner, saw some sort of aircraft. Brady, would you like to elaborate?
We're going to go see some planes and a big boat.
I meant
some Navy stuff.
I meant the plane that we saw.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was
Oh, okay.
too busy trying to drive.
We
Okay.
briefly let Brady change his pants.
Yeah.
Stopped in front of the ugliest building on the Mississippi,
According
according to Mark
to-
Twain. Found out we couldn't park there, so now we're going to have a proper look at things.
Oh, was that the ugliest building?
Yeah, that's the one he described.
Oh, there you go.
To be fair, I just said it's just a cover over the meter that says no parking. If we pulled the cover off, just played dumb.
Easy for you as well. I got him. What do you want to do?
I want to walk along the border.
Oh, okay. Yep, no, we're going to. All right, so if anyone who may not... Oh, there's buttons on this one. Anyone who may not know, Braden is a aerophile, a fan of airplanes, aircraft. And we rounded the corner, we saw it, and he got very excited immediately. And then we also saw a big warship sort of thing, I think. So,
USS Kidd, I believe.
yeah. And so we're going to go and have a look at it now. And Brady's palpitating. His heart's palpitating.
Almost dead.
To be honest, Twain on
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot more ugly buildings here.
A lot more ugly buildings.
Yeah, like
there's
that
some
parking.
super ugly buildings.
Just like
We could rank them. All right, so we're in Natchez. Been in the car for a couple of hours since Baton Rouge.
No hombres.
No hombres. I don't know what that means.
no accidents, so
No accidents. That's true. We're just here. First walked into Natchez, went into what was supposed to be tour info or tourist information or something.
yeah, in
Which was-
conference centre.
It was a
And-
convention centre, and then they didn't have any really information for us at all, so we left. Saw a sign that said visitor centre, went to that, walked into that. It was packed of junk, and then Ryan got a lot of free samples of food,
Did sample a lot of dips and sauces.
and then if you're wondering why Brady isn't saying anything, he's trying to take a photo of the Mississippi River. We're actually
Panorama. It's gonna be beautiful.
doing a panorama. Which I'm going to
I
say.
found it on the love meter. I'm passionate. And
Oh, there was
passionate about the mirror. What is this?
this.
Waterway.
You know what you need to do? Give context to the things you say. You just pipe up with no hombres. You pipe up with passion on the love meter.
There's no time for segues.
It's
or
not a segue.
context.
There's nothing. There's
Now
no time for
work it out.
anything.
And we're offering a free ride here.
There was a 25-cent love machine that you
A quarter.
a quarter of a dollar, you could say, and you put in the coin, and then you get to hold on to the knob, and it tells you how sexy you are. Well, your love
romance guide. It was a romance guide.
And turns out Brady's passionate, and given that he got a girl to tell him that he was the love of her life in only one evening, I got to say, pretty accurate.
I aim to please.
Fantastic. But no, we're in Natchez, and the visitor centre was longer than I would have thought, and I'm going to say not worth the bloody trek to it.
Was that a visitor centre?
Yeah, it was.
That was classed as a visitor centre.
That's what it said on the sign. And we walked all the way down there. Walked like 700 metres there, and then obviously we have to walk back. And I was pretty pissed off with Natchez, but I've come out and we've seen a bloody big river and 2 squirrels, and I was so surprised I didn't even realise what they were when I first saw it. The other guys nonplussed.
Yeah, we've seen squirrels before.
They've seen squirrels before. I'd never seen one before. And it's turned it around for me. So we're going to try and make it onto the Natchez Trace. It was an old mail run where the postman used to go. I'm led to believe, but I've been wrong about things on this trip already. So
Well, it was also used as a trading track by the Native Americans. So originally, before the postman stole it from them.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Also,
They traded mostly postcards.
To give you some context, I'm going to talk about the river now. The Mississippi River is huge. Like, I assumed a bit of a creek. It's massive.
It's one of the biggest in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, right. It's flooded that part over there. The power lines are underwater.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
Probably a levee broken or something. But yeah, it is impressive.
So there you go. We'll probably pick up again when we get to Kosciuszko. I think this season, in previous seasons, we've done a lot of segments in the car, but the sound quality is not too good because you can hear the car going. So I don't know if we're going to do that.
They're
but
roads.
we might get bored, and then you guys will just have to listen to
The car sound.
the sound of the car in the background. But it'll give you an authentic experience of being on a road trip. So,
Brady will probably yell loud enough. So.
yeah, Brady will. There'll be no want for sound.
Cool.
So, still in Natchez. Just got back in the car. Got to say, my mind has been changed 100%.
100%.
This is coming off the back of a quick trip to the toilet in the tourist centre, which is an unusual premise to change your mind about a town, but I wasn't happy originally. Then we got to see some squirrels were there, the Mississippi River, that was nice. They got bloody PowerPoints in their light poles, that's revolutionary. They had a park bench with a public library thing next to it with all books in it. You can just take one and leave at the other. I thought that was great. If you're
We
sitting in the
stole them
park,
all.
yeah, we cleaned that out, absolutely. And then
No, we're good people.
I just went into the thing and I had about 3 or 4 people say, hey, how you going? You know, what's happening sort of thing. And they were really friendly. Really friendly.
That's not what I thought you were going to
Yeah.
Made friends.
I wasn't sure whether your 100% turnaround was a turnaround on the original turnaround.
Oh, no.
no.
So I was probably, it was ranking fairly low for me when we got in.
Yeah.
And then I probably did a 60% turnaround on the back of 2 squirrels in the river.
Yeah.
But then the library, the PowerPoints in the poles, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say there was like a bidet, the seat was heated, it washed everything for you. There was a flat screen TV playing some NFL, I don't know.
I thought you got a blowy in the toilet, to be honest.
Well, I did make friends. Anyway, thanks for cheapening that for me, guys.
You're welcome. We sat in a hot car, that was nice.
Yeah, well, jam it. Alright, so just another update. We haven't made it to Kosciuszko. What in fact did happen was Ryan had accidentally just typed in go to Kosciuszko in the phone, and we weren't actually on the Natchez Trace Parkway, which is the scenic road that we were going to take. And so we tried to get back on it, got a bit lost, got a bit flustered, ended up in Port Gibson, which is a little town, and it's pretty late in the afternoon.
Thought we could find a nice little motel to stay at. A few Airbnbs that were all wanting around $180 to $200 a night.
Just while you're there, I'll try and find the review for our favourite
And
one.
there was one motel which Brady's just looking up, but we decided wasn't going to be for us.
Or humans in general, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Any humans.
So we went to the Piggly Wiggly. Found us some.
Supermarket.
Yeah, got us a few snags, an onion, and some sauce and oil, and decided we'd just find a place to camp for the night. Then we figured we may as well actually get back on the trace path that we wanted to start with. So we are at the Sunken Trace just outside of Port Gibson, where there is a preserved part of the trail.
And we thought we would stay here maybe, and it said on the sign closed from sunset to sunrise, which is the exact time we wanted to be here.
And we were still thinking we could probably just stay here and just camp it out, because they're not really going to close it off. We don't think anyone's going to come by. But Dan managed to find a nice little national park down the road. So
that is a campground.
And I believe it's going to be better than this review at the Grand Gulf Inn in Port Gibson, Mississippi. Rita Harrison, a year ago.
Do names.
Well, it's public knowledge, it's on Google.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely freaking disgusting! Exclamation mark. Roaches and all! Exclamation mark. Blood on the toilet. Nasty, filthy bedding. Full stop. They didn't even give us a full refund after all that! Exclamation mark. My child was in tears after seeing roaches in the room. Just don't do it, people, please. 5 exclamation marks.
I've got to say though, roaches, it's like a little petting zoo. So that's a pro.
I'm also...
Mind you, actually...
maybe this is why they wouldn't pick up, because there's a 2-star one here. A 2-star one, and all the review says, sorry to hear it burnt to the ground. The only hotel in PG.
Port Gibson.
Yeah.
We did see a thing, so when I found the campground down the road, it did say that people had done reviews, pretty good reviews. One chick said that she had been there, camped there since she was a kid, and she loved it, which is a good sign because she's now, I assume, an adult and wasn't murdered there, so I think we're going to be okay. But we were just walking through this sunken trace.
That was read out of their eulogy.
And went through the sunken trace, and the ground is just covered in spiders, like tiny little spiders.
But not mosquitoes, so I call that a win.
Well, I'm going to say the mosquitoes have probably all been eaten by the fucking million spiders we just saw.
Yeah, well, they'll be full, so I don't know what to worry about.
I'm not worried about it, I'm just saying there was a lot. I was surprised. And I was surprised that you didn't see them. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next place and we'll probably sign off there. Okay, we made it.
Night one.
We're alive. Night one, we're camping. We've got a roaring fire going. We bought some little hot dog sausages. Went down a treat with some bread and some onion. Ryan cooked, very well cooked.
Slightly
chef.
charred, but
It's good.
What's
That's what you want. I think it's called blackened
Mm.
in the south. We've got the tent up.
Charcoal's nice and cleansing as well.
The bloody tent is amazing.
Yeah, but
The
what did we
tent-
pay for it?
$15.
15 bucks for
Yeah.
3
$15 bucks, and it's got a little thing that you hook in, like a little, what's it called?
tablet.
Tablet. It's a tablet holder. No, it was called something else.
Oh,
Gadget holder. Gear holder.
and tablet holder.
It hangs from the roof. It's got a
Loft.
clear
Gear
thing.
loft, that's what it was.
Gear loft, and you hang it in there, and you can put your tablet in there and watch a film or something if you wanted to. It's amazing. We've got a fire going. The fire is roaring.
Dan's done an excellent job on the fire.
We found I kicked
Kicked it
the
off with some leaves and twigs,
yeah.
and found a nice big log to keep it going for as long as we need. Should we?
Kicked the shit out of a
Nice
log.
0 bugs. Or what, there's going to be 0 now.
So
They're going to burn.
Scared off a mouse or two, I think. Possibly a prairie dog, but
and by that he means a real prairie dog, not that he needs to have a shit. But yeah, man. I mean, I reckon that's probably it. We've nailed it.
pretty
We've-
successful night after a
Really successful night,
sketchy afternoon.
which seems to be the motto of the trip. Because when
We'll
I
have
first
we'll
went
have
into,
the picture of it on Instagram.
there is a picture.
There will be.
As Raz said that when I first went to Natchez, I was not impressed, and then I turned around, and I think that's the motto of the day.
And that would be Orion's belt.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like an upside down saucepan.
Now we just need to find the North Star.
oh, have a look at the moon. Sorry for the listeners that this is entirely audio. You
You
don't
can see
see.
the American flag on this side of the hemisphere.
What is that? Cloud or something?
I think it's
Vapor trail, or not a vapor trail. It is
chemtrail from a...
Oh,
it's
chemtrails.
like an actual, cloud line. It's just a small line in the sky. I don't know what type of cloud that is, but someone out there.
Oh no, I think it's the wing trip trailing vortices of a commercial airline.
But
What are you, I can't believe you're not getting a photo of that, Brad.
it's just underlining the
I'm gonna
moon
try
quite
one.
nicely. And,
You didn't bring your tripod?
No.
Lucky I'm a human tripod.
Lucky you are.
I'm sure you could figure it out with a
probably
table
could.
and some sort of leverage.
Got some
A couple more beers will think something up.
RV neighbours, but no one's come say hello yet. A few dogs running around, but got some toilets.
Actually, someone
Running
cheers
water.
us with their wine glass as we drove past, but
We all tried to
inadvertently
ignored them,
Yeah.
shunned them.
Yeah.
So
We're having a beer.
yeah, just have a beer. Might have a wander and see if anyone's up for a chat later.
Haven't cracked our
Oh, sangria.
gallon of sangria open yet.
Yeah. Brady was very impressed with the plastic cutlery and dishes set. Came
Oh.
with trays.
Like
Segmented trays.
this
Yes.
stuff we buy is cheap shit, and it's about 10 times better than Kmart stuff.
I'm surprised how well
the
we've
tent's
done.
actually like proper, almost canvassy.
Yeah.
Goods here, much cheaper. Produce probably a little bit more
not as
expensive.
The beers are a lot cheaper.
Beers are a lot cheaper.
Got 30 beers for $20.
That was real good.
Yeah. And we got
And they're not bad.
we could have got
After
a
all.
$10 bottle of vodka, but
Yeah, $10 bottle of vodka that
For a
was
one-
like a
for a-
litre and a half or something.
Yeah.
A litre 3/4.
but we decided we didn't want to carry mixers and stuff, and we just go with some beers and a giant bottle of sangria because we can turn that into a handy water bottle later in the trip.
Exactly. Or a spittoon. Or a piss bottle.
Nah, it'll get
And
used.
we can throw it at the bear and knock it out. if
That's
it
it.
comes
We could
at
toss
us.
it.
Because as you remember, well, actually, we haven't discussed the bear things, but keep in mind for future bear survival tips, that is a non-food item, so can be used against bears if you get to bear stage 3.
Fact.
Do you know what will work well against those bears? That cast iron skillet is going to make them think twice about
It will. It will. That's true. Cast iron skillet for like $4, mind you.
Oh, I know.
That's a bargain.
I know.
All right. Well, maybe we will speak more. Maybe we won't. But at this stage, happy.
0 bears.
0 bears.
Less chance of a murder.
Fire.
Only 3 nagging messages, so...
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
we don't have any service anymore, so that's all you're going to get for tonight.
All right. So 3 men in the tent.
Little one said,
Get,
roll over.
get out, Brad.
Oh.
I was trying to think of a rhyme, like that rubber dub dub 3 men in a tub.
Yeah.
If we did.
We should have discussed this before we hit play.
As you can see, there's a lot of preparation that goes into these podcasts.
Spontaneous
Very,
podcast.
very professional.
Would you like to wrap up the evening for us, boys, while I think of a great rhyme?
Well, sitting
Well,
around,
it was looking dire earlier on.
I think we've gone over this earlier. I
Yeah.
think we qualified that we
Everyone's happy.
Oh, well,
happy night
Happy,
after we
happy.
got set up camp and got the barbecue going.
well, we made it to what is this place called? Rocky,
Rocky something.
hang on. Rocky something trail.
Yeah. We're actually on the
Random.
trace and
Rocky
found a good campsite in the national
Rocky
park.
Springs Trail.
There
Rocky
we
Springs Trail. In
And-
Mississippi.
Then Dan organised everyone, got us to set up a tent, build a fire, get food going. So
Ryan
that's-
found a frog, or
Yeah.
multiple frogs.
Yeah,
Multiple
so
frogs.
we've been hearing some rustling, went and searched out, found a few leaves, and then one of the leaves turned out to be a frog. Very well camouflaged.
Which is an incredible magic trick.
Yeah.
Ryan can turn leaves into frogs. It's amazing.
So hopefully we didn't throw any of them in the fire when we were collecting leaves. Just thought of that then.
Well, I mean, we were in the French Quarter of New Orleans. so-
if we did, they burn well.
No, we're pretty sure we didn't harm any
Yeah,
animals.
just to be
No,
clear, we didn't.
no
we definitely
animals.
didn't.
We definitely did. Also, I just remembered
And
that
then
we did a podcast recording after dinner.
Yeah,
I've forgotten about it.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
Anyway.
can I also...
Just a
no,
recap, though.
People are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just listened back to what would probably be episode 1, and I think we've done a good job.
genius, I think.
We were enthralled, and we'd already been there whenever we did it.
Yeah.
But I got to say though, in terms of the animals, no animals were hurt during the cooking with the fire at all. That included the hot dogs because I don't think there was actually any animal product in there. So that was totally.
The boys thought, we just have some nice snags, and
They're
unfortunately,
not what you get at Bunnings, guys. Not
they don't really make beef sausages here. We basically just got hot dogs and grilled them.
It was good though.
It
I was
wasn't
still
that
happy.
good. Ryan did a good job.
Ryan did a great job.
Anyway, but I think
Fireflies.
highlight of the night, just sitting around. We'd all noticed some lights blinking in the distance. Hadn't really thought. No one had said anything. Just figured it was either planes or a tower with a warning light on it. Then just started noticing that they happened a bit too regularly and in random places, and we worked out there were some fireflies moving around.
Yeah, I got to say also that it's probably not the best. We'd all noticed these lights separately and not said anything. What if it had been UFOs and nobody's mentioned anyone? No one's got a heads up, and then next thing you know, everyone's abducted.
And this is Dan on the crazy conspiracy train because when we were talking about going camping, he was all about, but what happens if we get robbed? And we were all like, we're not real worried about that.
We'll probably be murdered as well, so it won't be a problem.
They weren't worried about it because they hadn't thought about it. But once they thought about it, I'm sure they were worried.
I was just wondering how good the sausages were going to taste compared to a Bunnings one. I'm going to give it a 4. Purely
Out
just
of
on
5?
Actually, the bread's not even that good. Out of 10.
Oh, well, there you go.
It was good. Ryan cooked well. Ryan cooked 10 out of 10.
Well done.
He was let down by
Solid
the
shot.
ingredients.
He was let down by the ingredients. But no, so there you go. I think that's it. We're pretty much wrapped up.
Yep.
Everything's all good. We're in the tent. We don't have any sort of mattresses to sleep on. We're just going to rough it,
Yep.
tough it.
You
I think
lay on
we've
your back,
also
I think you'll be right.
decided that it's a little bit too warm for the sleeping bags as well.
It's
I
pretty
can't
warm.
believe it's
yeah.
snowing in
Sleeping
New
on
York
top of them.
and we're dying of... What are these? 10 degrees Celsius sleeping bags.
Yep, that's what they're rated for.
Well, can't wait for episode probably 5 or 6 when we're fucking freezing.
Yep.
We can look back on these fond memories.
Dead.
But hopefully Nashville tomorrow, so we'll just
We've
have
got a
to
long day. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
big
do-
drive ahead. But
Should be
hopefully.
good. Well, great work, everybody. And let me just end on this. What I'd never give up for Lent: 3 men in a tent.
Beautiful.